Lieutenant General Manoj Pandey, AVSM VSM, Commander-in-Chief of Andaman and Nicobar Command, arrived at Visakhapatnam on 20th of July 2020 on a maiden 3-day visit to Eastern Naval Command. The general is accompanied by Mrs. Archana Pandey, the President of Defence Wives Welfare Association. Lieutenant General Manoj Pandey has called on Vice Admiral Atul Kumar Jain, PVSM, AVSM, VSM, the Flag Officer Commanding-in-Chief of Eastern Naval Command on 22nd of July 2020, and he held operational discussions. Later, he was briefed on the responsibilities of the command and other operational activities of the Indian Navy on the eastern seaboard. To get in detail with various other most important strategic defense inputs and various other important information, let us begin with today's defense updates of 22nd of July 2020. And before beginning, as I always introduced to you, that SSB Crack Exams is India's largest, most preferred online defense exams preparation portal. We are one-stop solution for you if you are preparing for various defense examinations like NDA, CDS, AFCAT, INET, Territorial Army, and various other examinations. Please, I request you all to follow us on various social media platforms like YouTube, Instagram, Telegram, and you can even download our app from Google Play Store, wherein which you can have a complete study material, the mock test, quizzes, and all sort of important lecture content in your hand, so that you can crack the examinations with ease and with better preparation as possible. Let us begin with the question of the day that I have posted on 21st of July 2020, and the question that I asked was, in February 2020, which officer received the President's colors on behalf of INS Shivaji during an impressive parade? And I absolutely appreciate each and everyone who has given the correct answer. It was actually received by Nishan Adhikari on behalf of INS Shivaji. Honorable President of India, the Supreme Commander of Indian Armed Forces, Shri Ramnath Kovindji, has awarded President's colors to INS Shivaji of Lonavala, and which is commanded by Commodore Ravneesh Seth on 13th of February 2020. President's colors is the highest honor that can be bestowed upon any military unit, and it was received by Nishan Adhikari on behalf of INS Shivaji during an impressive ceremonial parade comprising 130 officers, 630 sailors of Indian Navy, that also included 150 men guard of honor. Going on with the first and foremost defense information that I was discussing with you in the introductory session is about Lieutenant General Manoj Pandey, the Commander-in-Chief of the Andaman and Nicobar Command. He visited the Eastern Naval Command. He arrived at Visakhapatnam on 20th of July 2020 on a maiden 3-day visit to Eastern Naval Command. General is accompanied by Mrs. Archana Pandey. She is the President of Defence Wives Welfare Association. Lieutenant General Manoj Pandey held operational discussions with Vice Admiral Atul Kumar Jain, PVSM, AVSM, VSM. He is also the Flag Officer Commanding-in-Chief of Eastern Naval Command. Going on with the next important defense information is about Indian peacekeepers' efforts has resulted in surrender of 39 cadre of armed group in Democratic Republic of Congo. As tweeted by Indian Army in Twitter, that in historical events, efforts of Indian peacekeepers have led to 39 cadres, including second in command of Mamai Kitete, a prominent armed group in North Kivu in Democratic Republic of Congo. Protection of civilians is the key mandate of the mission. India is second largest contributor of uniform personnel to UN peacekeeping missions, and India currently contributes more than 5,400 military and police personnel to peacekeeping operations in Abyei, Cyprus, the Democratic Republic of Congo, Lebanon, Middle East, Sudan, South Sudan, among others. Going on with the next important defense information is about 2 megawatt solar power plant has been inaugurated at Naval Station Karanja in Iran by Vice Admiral Ajit Kumar, who is the Flag Officer Commanding-in-Chief of Western Naval Command. And he inaugurated the first 2 megawatt completely capacity solar power plant of Western Naval Command on 20th July 2020. The plant has been installed at Naval Station Karanja, and it is one of the largest solar plants in the region. This solar plant comprises of 100% indigenously developed solar panels, tracking cables, and inverters. Going on with the next important defense information is about India and Russia are going to sign a defense logistics pact by this year end. This particular pact will also be known as Reciprocal Exchange of Logistics Agreement. This will simplify interoperability and enable support to military platforms like warships and aircraft. And it is of significance as Russia continues to be a leading arms supplier to India, with joint exercises also increasing in recent years. Sources even said that the pact is currently being negotiated and it could be signed at the next edition of annual summit when President Vladimir Putin is on a visit here this particular year. Going on with the next important defense information is about the Made in India drone known as Bharat, and this has been developed by the Chandigarh based laboratory of DRDO, and this is going to monitor the Chinese aggression along the line of actual control. This is a very small yet a powerful drone and it works autonomously at any location with great accuracy. The unibody biomimetic design with advanced release technology is a lethal combination for surveillance missions. Going on with the next important defense information is about the 4 submarine killer P-8I Poseidon aircrafts are coming to India next year, and 6 more aircrafts are also going to be come up. Indian naval variant of Boeing P-8A Poseidon, where I stands for India, is essentially designed for maritime patrol. This is integrated with Harpoon Block 2 air-launched missiles and lightweight torpedoes. The reconnaissance craft, it can carry 129 sonobuoys. What is a sonobuoy? A sonobuoy is simply a kind of a buoy that is able to detect the sounds of various submarines that are underwater, and it can carry 129 sonobuoys to locate the submarines, and it can even turn into a deadly submarine killer that can also launch anti-ship missiles. Going on with the next important detail in this particular most important one is that it even proposed acquisitions have come against the backdrop of China's efforts to militarize the South China Sea and expand its sea footprint. Now, this is a very important one for those who are listening about this one for the first time. Please remember, this is a very extremely important strategic topic. Those who are preparing for SSB interviews, this particular concept can also be asked in your various other points, including lecturate or even group discussions. This is known as the concept, the militarized concept of the Chinese string of pearls. Now, what is this? China is expanding its military bases in various important ports in abroad in various other countries that include the Port Sudan in Sudan, the port of Jask in Iran, Wadar port in Pakistan, Mara Atoll area in Maldives, Kalindini harbor in Kenya, Bagamoyo port in Tanzania, the Korpu port in Myanmar, Chittagong port in Bangladesh, Laem Chabang port in Thailand, Raim naval base in Cambodia, Hambantota port in Sri Lanka, Kai Mep port in Vietnam, Sanya port, Hong Kong, and Shanghai port in China. All of these are those important ports that are being built extremely funded by China and the Chinese agencies, and there are also some of these ports which include the Bagamoyo port, the Kilindini harbor, the port of Sudan. All of these are mostly built by the funds that are given by China, and even those are being built by the Chinese engineering companies itself. So China on one hand, it is giving the loans to that particular countries to build the harbors. Also, it is even sending its own engineering groups, its own engineering companies for the building of those harbors. So in this way, China is increasing its militarized content in order to increase its activity, in order to increase its presence in the Indian Ocean region, so that it can have a very prominent points in all of these regions. But in another way, it is also trying to combat our country, India. How? Because if you connect all of these ports are extremely important choke points that can cover India and all of the neighbors. Understanding? See, all of these are extremely important neighboring countries. All of this particular line is known as the Chinese string of pearls. String of pearls is an extremely important militarized doctrine that is being followed by China. Also, China is trying to build a lot of roads from Bangladesh into various other most important strategic points. Beijing is somewhere here. Even from Beijing also, it is trying to build all of the important roads all the way up to Iran and all the way up to Iraq and all the other important areas, so that it can improve its economic assets and it can even outgrow the important activities that are being done by USA or Russia or various other important countries too. But in another way, it is also trying to combat the growing nation that is competing itself, that is our country, which is India. So this is what we are going to understand. Also, why are we studying this particular concept is because the proposed acquisitions have come against the backdrop, and in some measure Quad is already there. What is Quad? Quad includes our country, India, USA, Australia and Japan. These are those countries that are coming under Quad. So all of our four countries are the most important countries where India has signed, and all of these four countries are going to be participating in various other important military exercises, including the Malabar exercise and various other exercises also. Quad is already a reality on high seas due to India signing communications, compatibility and security agreement. That means the COMCASA agreement in September of 2019. It is also going to sign a lot of various other important military agreements with various other countries, including South Africa, including Japan and various other countries too. So already we have signed a lot of important military agreements by which we can see even few days back we even got a important update that the United States ship USS Nimitz have also come and it has also performed various military drills in all of these areas with our important Indian naval ships. So all of these are increasing. It is giving a clear message to China to stop its expansionist policies and begin focusing on its own country's problems. Going on with the next report, and defense information is about the Ukrainian army is testing a new unmanned ground vehicle which is named as Camel. Camel is a UGV which is assisting dismounted troops with equipment transport, and it is developed by the Ukrainian company Global Dynamics. The new UGV has a modular architecture and full compliance with Army's interoperability protocols, and it makes the vehicle very easy to upgrade using a wide variety of mission kits, and it keeps the life cycle cost low. Going on with the next important defense information is about Turkey has deployed surveillance balloons to patrol Syrian border. 17-meter long balloon. It is produced by the Turkish defense giant Aselsan. This is coming under the top 100 defense companies of the world. So Turkish defense giant Aselsan has produced this particular 17-meter long surveillance balloon. This can operate at altitudes of around 500 meters, and it is intended to carry out surveillance missions, and it can gather intelligence, and it can be also used for its early warning capabilities to protect military bases and critical facilities. Going on with the next important information is about knowing our Indian Navy, know your Navy about INS Sahyadri. INS Sahyadri carries its motto as victory through valor and wisdom, and it is built by Mazagon Dock Limited, and it comes the third ship under the Shivalik class stealth frigates. It was commissioned into Indian Navy on 21st of July 2012, and the weight of this particular ship is 6,300 tons. It can be equipped with various other surface-to-surface and surface-to-air missiles, and it has a medium speed of around 30 knots, and it has short-range guns, anti-submarine rockets, and it is even equipped with the advanced electronic warfare and communication suite. This is the important logo of INS Sahyadri, and this is how INS Sahyadri looks. Now we have a very quick review of the topics we have discussed by going through some of the most important questions. And the first and most question is the President of Defense Wives Welfare Association DWWA she is Mrs. Archana Pandey. Going on with the next important question is Indian peacekeepers' efforts have led to the surrender of 39 cadre of which prominent armed group in Democratic Republic of Congo? The answer for this is Meme, Kitete and various other 39 most important cadres. Going on with the next important question is about the name of the Made in India drone to monitor Chinese aggression along LAC. The correct answer for this is Bharat. Next question is Bharat drone has developed by which city-based laboratory of DRDO? Which particular branch of DRDO's labs have developed the Bharat drone which is deployed in the LAC? The correct answer for this is the Chandigarh-based laboratory of DRDO. The next important question is INS Sahyadri, the third of the Shivalik class stealth frigates, was actually built by which particular shipyard? The correct answer for this is it was built by the Mazagon Dock Limited. Now we have the question of the day, and the question of the day for today is which ship of Indian Navy can be truly classified as a network of networks? I repeat the question, which ship of Indian Navy can be truly classified as a network of networks? The answer for this and the explanation for it I will be giving you in the next session. Until then, stay tuned to SSB Crack Exam, subscribe to this particular channel. I request each and every one of you, if you are preparing for various important defense examinations like the coming up NDA examination or CDS or AFCAT, if you can download our mobile Android app, it will be of very much help in your preparation for various examinations like that, wherein which in this particular app you will be getting a lot of important informative lecture content, a lot of PDF study material, notes, sample practice questions, quizzes, and a lot of important practice material also. So that is it with this particular important session. In the next session, we will be discussing many much more important defense updates. Until then, Jai Hind.